welcome to the Literatour, the place where we tour literature and cover everything you need to know. Today's tour takes us into the roaring 1920s with The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. Hello old sports, and welcome to the first Literatour, coming to you from my office in my parents' house, because I'm still in college and I'm poor. Alright, let's get started. Some of the first things you should know about the book, The Great Gatsby. The Great Gatsby. It's narrated by Nick Carraway, who also implies that he's the author. It's set in the summer of 1922 in Long Island, New York. A great thing to talk about when you're discussing the book are the symbols. Now, symbols are things in novels or literature that appear as a physical characteristic, but stand for something else. In the novel, The Great Gatsby's parties are the premier display of 1920s decadence. Untold wealth in America leads to a detachment of the wealthy classes. You have old money and new money. East Egg represents old money. These would be characters like Daisy and Tom in the novel. West Egg represents new money, which would be Gatsby. Fitzgerald portrays Gatsby as gaudy, ostentatious, over the top, and the old money looks at the new money as lacking taste and social graces. Some of the major symbols in the novel include the green light at the end of Daisy's dock that Gatsby often stares at. Green is typically a symbol of hope in literature. If you turn to page 158 in your Dictionary of Symbolism, you'll see that green, like most colors, is typically ambiguous. However, green often symbolizes hope. It also symbolizes a certain newness. You would call somebody new on a job, or to a unit in combat a green person. They're green, they haven't seen very much action. But in this particular case, it represents hope. What is Gatsby hoping for? He hopes for a regular relationship. He wants a normal relationship with Daisy. It's his hopes for the future and staring at the end of her dock that makes him such a dreamer. One of the other main symbols in the novel are the eyes of Dr. T.J. Eckelberg, which are sort of painted on a billboard and kind of watch over the action. A few characters will go by it and notice it. It's not mentioned directly in the novel, but it's implied that those eyes are the eyes of God. They stand for God, watching and judging American society. So at some point you're going to be asked by an English teacher or a literature professor, what makes The Great Gatsby great? And you're going to say, well, The Great Gatsby is great, man, because he's just great. He's the Great Gatsby. No, don't say that. What makes The Great Gatsby great, truly great, is his ability to dream. That hope that he stares at, the green light, which is symbolic of his dreams of a regular future with Daisy. That's what truly makes him great. And Nick, the narrator, looks at The Great Gatsby and thinks he's great because he's able to dream despite his flaws. So these are some important points that you may want to consider when you're reading The Great Gatsby. There are also some things that you can bring up in class if you haven't read the novel, which will make you look like you may have read the novel. I know nobody reads the novels anymore, especially not students, because I never did. And these are some of the tricks that I used. Thank you for coming on the Grand Literature.